Karl Towns is the perfect player to pair alongside Jalen Brunson in New York. And last night he had 44 points on 17 for 25 shooting and 4 for 5 from 3, along with 13 rebounds and 2 assists. And the Knicks won this game 116-107 over the solid Miami Heat. And throughout this season so far, Karl Towns is shooting 73% from 3 and 58% from the field and averaging 22.5 points and 11 rebounds per game. And he has fit in perfectly beside Jalen Brunson, who is a solid shooter, but Jalen Brunson plays more inside and shooting mid-range jumpers. And if you put a pick and pop guy beside him, like a Karl Towns, who can shoot anywhere from 38 to about 42% from 3 over the course of a season, this team could be really good. And if Mikal Bridges can start hitting threes on a consistent basis, and tonight he was 4 for 11, which is solid but not amazing, this team could be really good if they just added some spacing, because last year the problem that this team had was that they didn't have shooters to space the floor around Jalen Brunson. And they had solid players around Jalen Brunson, such as Isaiah Hartenstein, who is now in Oklahoma City, but this team just couldn't space the floor and didn't shoot enough threes to be competitive in today's NBA. But now you put a guy like Karl Towns on this Knicks team, and he is revolutionizing this offense, and he's exactly what you need to pair alongside Jalen Brunson. And combined, they had 66 points in their win over the Miami Heat, and this offense looks better than it has at any point in the last few seasons. And if you're looking at this team, they are a legitimate contender in the Eastern Conference. And if there is one team that can really give the Boston Celtics issues come playoff time, I think it is New York. And I don't think that Milwaukee is going to provide a challenge. I don't think that these other teams in the Eastern Conference can really contend with the loaded Boston Celtics. But if there's one team that will give this Boston Celtics team nightmares come a 7-game series in the playoffs, maybe in an Eastern Conference Finals matchup, it will be the New York Knicks. And that's because of the spacing and all-around good play that they get from all 5 of their starters. And that's exactly what the Boston Celtics have thrived on over the past couple of seasons. But Cat has really revolutionized this team, because now you have a guy that can play similarly to a Kristaps Porzingis on the Boston Celtics, and they have players to match up against the Boston Celtics starting 5. And while this starting 5 of New York may not be as talented or as star-powered as the Boston Celtics, they can at least compete, and they can have the outside shooting to keep up with a team that can at any moment hit 20 plus threes in a game in the Boston Celtics. The Knicks absolutely won this trade, and Julius Randle just wasn't the perfect piece for this team. He's not a bad player by any stretch of the imagination, but he did not fit what the Knicks needed to do, because he also played an inside game, as did Jalen Brunson. And when your 2 stars play the exact same way, it's harder for them to coexist in an offense. But Karl Towns and Jalen Brunson coexist perfectly in this New York Knicks offense, and it's going to be scary come playoff time what this team can do if they stay healthy. Let me know where you think that they will finish in the Eastern Conference, and if they can make a NBA Finals run this season. God bless you all. Have an amazing day.